Hi guys, we're here with Tyler Wilson. He's our sous chef for the Painted Horse Buffet. We're going to explain a little more about his dish that he's presenting for the Taste of Festival. First question that we have for you is, how does this reflect the Native American culture and heritage?
For me personally, though, it's grilling's a big part of my family. So I hope with this dish, it's going to make our guests feel more welcome with us, like they're part of the tribe themselves. So.
And before you started your journey as a chef, you said that smoking wasn't really that big of a thing at the Shoshone-Bannock Casino Hotel, right?
We've had the smoke here for about 5 years when I got here. And it just took constant badgering before they finally gave me the shot with it. So
yeah,
it's been a fun experience, honestly, learning all this straight up from the ground bottom, all working the way where it is now.
Awesome.
So,
what's the star ingredient to your dish?
It has to be the brisket itself. The seasons just complement it, but it's all the protein itself. It's just the smoking process, the way it renders down, breaks down and tenderizes. And that's the main star of it. That's just the first bite. I want them to feel like they're at a family barbecue for the first time. So.
Yeah. When we were talking earlier, you had expressed that when people come to the buffet, you want them to feel as if they're getting a home-cooked meal, right? Yeah,
absolutely. The majority of our things in the buffet, we switched off from the frozen food, and we're doing all fresh, made to order. Like all our desserts, there won't be a single frozen dessert out there on the buffet line. Everything's made in-house from scratch. So that's our main goal. It's just when people come in, I want them to feel like they're part of the tribes. This is their home. A lot of our customers are even our guests. They feel like family members. So.
Right. We have a lot of regulars, so I'm sure that they really appreciate that home-cooked feeling, right?
They love it. So it keeps them coming back. That's what I love about it.
Right.
So I always see the same faces every weekend, and warms the soul.
Yeah. So if you had to swap an ingredient for a more accessible alternative, what would it be?
Honestly, probably everything should just stay the same the way it is. Brisket's just brisket. It's just the trimming and the care for it, that's all it needs. The seasonings just all stay the same. We can switch it up for the seasons and dehydrate certain fruits and other spices and mix in, but right now everything should just stay the same.
Yeah. What's the most challenging technique in preparing this dish? And what did it take to master it?
It's patience, 100%.
Yeah.
It takes anywhere from 18 to 20 hours before the brisket's actually fully tender. From start cook to end cook, it's just a whole process of being patient with it.
Like, did you know the brisket would take that long to render down, or?
It was a learning process straight from the start. First, I was pushing it to 165 traditional, well done, and later on, after doing research, I found that you're supposed to push it to 200. And once it's at that 200 state, you just pull it out and you let it rest for an hour or two, and that's how you get it so tender and like melt in your mouth.
So after that, have you got it down to a certain
a science?
Yeah, yes,
absolutely. It's just all the way from the trimming part, all the way to the season, the mustard, the application. Like it's all down to a science now.
Yeah. So you see that cut of meat and you know exactly what to do with it and how long and the temperatures.
Oh yeah, for me, I found we smoke it overnight. Majority of the time I like to try to get it in by 2 p.m. And have it, we'll pull it out by 8 a.m. the next day, wrap it, and then throw it back in, crank the heat up, push it past that 200. And then after that, it's just letting it ride out from there. So
yeah, nice.
It's definitely a lot of patience in that dish. So.
Yeah, that is a long cook time.
Yeah, drives me a little crazy sometimes, but
yeah,
you just got to learn not to touch with it or mess with it. So
right, because they always say if you're looking, you're not cooking, right?
Yeah, exactly. Staring at a boiling pot's not going to cause it to boil any faster.
Right. What flavors or textures stand out in this dish, and how do they come together?
Honestly, all the way from the tenderness from the beef and the fat itself, almost like it melts in your mouth like butter. Yeah. That's probably the part that stands out the most. The seasoning's just there to complement it. It's the tenderness and the way it just melts. That's that's going to be the main star of it.
Nice. So if you could pair this dish with a drink, music, or mood, what would it be?
Honestly, for the mood, it'd probably just be just feeling more at home, more relaxed nature to it. So
yeah.
I want when our guests eat the barbecue or anything in any of our venues, I want them to feel at home, like they're with family and they feel safe and warm. So more than welcome.
Yeah. Okay, and then what's one bite that always surprises everybody when they taste this dish?
So brisket's like two proteins together, and it's the corner of the flat. It's always the dry part, and it's when people take a bite of it and it melts in their mouth, catches them off guard every time.
Do you think that when people taste that piece, that sounds pretty recognizable? Like when you smoke things or barbecue in general is all about like the cuts of the meat, right?
It's certain cuts are smoked differently. So brisket takes a long time. Santa Maria, we actually learned this from the barbecue contest, is Santa Maria does their grilling, their smoking different. It's a fire pit with a grill on top that they wheel up and down.
Oh, wow.
And they'll let it sit up top, let the smoke penetrate the meat, and then lower it down and then do a sear on it. And that's how they do their smoked meats. And that's a lot of that, I'm trying to think, like the Mexican side, Native American side. That's what the chef Gabriel was saying, is it's just a representation of both sides of his culture and how they do it. And it's a big thing down in Santa Maria, down in Southern California. So
yeah,
it's just depending on the area and what meat's available. It's different techniques on everything, really. So down to the wood and even the seasoning and the binders. So
what wood did you use?
I use mesquite.
Okay.
I like mesquite for mostly the red meats. It just has a more savory taste to it. The smoked, it doesn't taste like wildfire. It doesn't smell like wildfire. It's just, it has more savory notes to it. So.
And then did you have to take that into account when you were choosing like your dry rub spices?
So certain woods pair different with different seasonings. So like for the pork, I like to use like a darker cherry wood, a little bit more sweeter to really make the flavors pop with the cherry and the peach, the brown sugar. And then that cherry wood just complements all those flavors in there as well.
And then what like components are a part of your dry rub that you use?
So for our ribs, it's just a mix of dehydrated peach, lime, Korean barbecue seasoning, a little bit MSG and some salt. For the brisket though, it's just a lot of heavy coat of salt, granulated garlic, pepper, and it's called dirt. It's toasted coconut, coffee grounds, and all that. You don't even taste the coffee in it.
Wow, after tasting it, like I would have never thought that those were parts of it.
And then you didn't even taste the mustard that was used as a binder. So it's kind of cool, things like that. You don't taste mustard. You don't taste like the coffee beans. It's just the smoke flavor penetrating everything.
Yeah.
The smoke likes to clean to heavier particles, so a lot of our seasonings are more grounded up to a certain degree. They're not grounded up salt. I use the kosher flaky salt because the smoke sticks to it a lot better.
Okay.
So, and that causes it to run down into the protein a lot better as well.
Oh, that's interesting. What's a common mistake home cooks make, like with dishes like this? And
rushing it.
Yeah.
100%.
Back to the patience, right?
It's just back to that patience. It's like I said, when I first started smoking our brisket, I didn't care for it. It was dry. It was not very tender. And it was just months of trial and error before we finally got it down to a science. So
yeah,
it's just trial and error and try again. Don't get discouraged and just keep following through with it.
Right. Definitely worth it in the end,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Once you figure it out.
Absolutely. It's probably my favorite thing to cook now.
Yeah.
So it's my favorite style of cooking, actually.
Really? That's awesome that you've started from something that was so challenging into it being your favorite.
I've done everything from line cook to lead. I've done buffet, banquets, DECA, bingo. And even outside of here, I've done other training in culinary. So I've been doing this since I was 17. And
wow.
So 12 years of this, and smoking's probably the one that won the heart. So.
Yeah. How would you reinvent this dish for a seasonal twist or dietary adaptation?
Honestly, just a change in the seasonings is all you really need. Is just pay attention to the time and what would go good, what pairs well with each other. So for like Christmas time, we'd probably use a lot more rosemary, kind of get that Christmas feel to it. So
yeah. And
then we got, I'm trying to think. I'm not doing a pumpkin spice brisket though.
Yeah.
No nutmeg on that. So.
Awesome, Tyler. Thanks so much for your time. Where can guests find your dish?
They can find our dish located in the Painted Horse Buffet in the Shoshone-Bannock Casino. Come on down. We serve it Friday and Saturday. 12 o'clock till 10 p.m.
Awesome.